Hi there, Maureen from Color Me Positive PLR, and I've gotten a few questions on what to do with the word search puzzles to make them more unique to you. Okay, so I thought I would show you what I'm going to be doing with a sloth bonus that you're getting when you pick up the front end of this word search puzzle software, which is phenomenal, by the way, and very easy to use. Okay, so once you log into your word search panel here, you're going to see all this. You can watch the welcome email from Niranjan and the training. Very simple and easy to use. You get support, settings, all that stuff is here, right? So when you want to create a puzzle, you're going to come over here, go to word search and create word search puzzle. Then you're going to click on create a puzzle. Okay, I'm going to call it sloths just because it's easy. Create, and then you'll get this. Okay, now you're going to want to view it in order to start creating your puzzle book. Just a warning, or not really a warning, but a warning, because if you log out of this now, right, once you've created your book, if you log out, this will disappear, sloths. It won't be there anymore. So make sure before doing that you download your puzzles that you've created before you log out of the system. Okay, so you're going to come over to view and you're going to upload your words. Okay, it has to be either text or CSV files. I use text. So I've got a bunch of words that I use for puzzles. So I'm going to put in the animals one. And once you do that, once you put your words in there, this will show up. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3. You're all ready. Now, if you have your text file prep before you put it in, makes it easier, because what you need to do, right? So you want to click on there and you're going to see all these cool things that you can do with it, right? If you want to edit your words, click on edit up here and see how there's a space between the words, right? So this is going to give you the actual puzzle. So if you want 10 words per puzzle, you just go through and you click on a space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'm going to put a space in there, or a return, and then just check out your words, and you can go through and edit them right in here, which is awesome. So I don't have to keep going back and forth from a text file, doing it, putting it in here, and that type of thing. So there's tons of ways, and you could have files with thousands of words, right? That might be a really long puzzle book, but so now you just save the file once you've made your edits. And if you watch the videos, okay, the training videos, there's a way that you could put in, I won't do it now, but you could put in a title and stuff easily by editing your words and coming up here and putting titles for them. I don't tend to do that with these, so okay. So this is what the puzzle looks like right now. And if you want to see solutions, you click on here and that'll show you your solutions. Okay? So simple. And if you just want to do this, then click on here and you'll be able to download. Okay, now if you only got the front end, you're only going to be able to download PNG, JPEG, and PDF file. All right, and that's perfectly fine if all you want to do is create puzzle books with the puzzles themselves in it, right? And you don't want to edit it or do anything like that. You just want to get it in there, put on a cover, and upload it to KDP. You don't need more than that. If you want to play with it and download the PowerPoint file without having to, download PNG, JPEGs, and then put them in your PowerPoint, You can actually, when you get the upgraded, the Pro version, you download the PowerPoint file, and then you can select the trim size. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it at 8.5 by 11 because that's what I do for puzzle books. Page numbering format, right? So if you want page numbers, you can actually start this one as page 1, and then you can center and align the page numbers or not, and you can have like page 1, or you can have it look like this, page 1 of 24 or 1 of 24. I don't like numbering on my pages, and if you're going to be putting or inserting coloring pages in between the puzzles, you don't want to have any numbering on them because you will not be able to change the numbers. Okay, and the number of solutions per page, I'm going to put 2 because I find 4 on a page is kind of small. Okay, so that's what you're going to do when you want to download. Now, this is what I want to do because I want to add images, coloring images into the puzzles. So before downloading, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to play with how I want it to look. Okay, so here you can choose all sorts of different fonts. There's tons of fonts in here. I'm going to leave it at Amico. It's the font I like. Okay, I haven't changed it, so I don't have to apply font, but if you do, apply the font. And I actually like these sizes. So if you have, this is the title, right? It's at 40 pixels. If you put in a description, you can change the font size. And this is for the fonts themselves, the puzzle font sizes inside. And I like 32. Okay. You also have a large font chart. So if you're looking for that, because you want large font sizes for KDP, you can check what they are here. Now your puzzle grid size, okay, I have it at 14. If you want to make, I don't know, for kids, right? See how it kind of spaces out, and you'll have less words down here as well. So this might be better for kids puzzle books, but I think they're okay, kind of like that. You know, this is another one that's very spaced out. I'm going to do 14 by 14, which is what I like. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like so far. And I love that it changes while you're actually working on it. That's really helpful, right? Now, your puzzle clues, you can have them down here, right? So bottom, 2 columns. You can have them on the right, over here, okay? Or you can have them just on the bottom, separated by commas instead of in columns. So that I might use at one point, but right now I think I want them on the right side because I have an idea on how to use the coloring images with this. Right now, since they're on the right side, I do want an external border. So I'm going to turn that on, and it puts in the border for you. Okay. You can also do an internal grid if you like, and that will do that for the letters. But so I guess this would be a good way to do it if you want them to circle the letters, right? Instead of just going around them with like one big line, like, you know, like this. They would circle each individual letter, but I'm not going to do that for this one. Okay, and so for the word search puzzle solution settings, I want the bounding box to show. Okay, that's this, or do I not? Let me see how that looks without it. Yeah, no, or you could just circle, right? So I get, yeah, because if you do the grid lines in here, that would be good to have the actual solutions with the circles around them, okay? And you could just show the solution words only circled or with no circles. So you just have to decide on what you prefer, okay? And I'm going to use the bounding box. And I want the words to show in the background, like here, see? I like that. But what I've done for the solutions, okay, is I've made them lighter. So I made them a gray color instead of, like, if you put black, right? So it shows that, but I really like the look of gray on that. Okay, and you see the solutions plus the background. You also see that. Okay, so far that I'm liking that. I want that on the right. That's perfect. Okay. All right. So I'm good with that. Now that I'm done with it, I want to download it, and I want to download it. So I'll come over there to a PowerPoint file. I don't want any numbering, and I only want 2 solutions per page. And now I'm going to download it. So I'm going to save it afterwards, but I'll just open it now in PowerPoint so you can see that. Okay, there you go. So now you have the puzzles. They're all in here, right? And then you have the solutions all the way down here, 2 per page. Perfect. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to move this up here, okay? And then I'm going to add some of the slots. Let's see. Where did I put my slots? Pictorials. Yes. Okay, there they are. Okay, so now I have all my coloring images here, all the slots that you get with the when you buy this. Okay, so I'm going to add, I don't know, a couple of slots here. Let's see. And then I'm just going to make it smaller. Yeah, so just make this a bit smaller. And then I want to add one here to kind of fill in that space. So let's choose another one. Here, he's cute. Let's just bring him down to size. There, so now you have a coloring page and a puzzle page. And say you want to put in, I'll put a coloring page after this one. Well, wait, I gotta add. So I'm going to insert a new slide, a blank one. And then I'm going to just insert one of the, here we go. He's a cutie. And then I want to go on and add more coloring images, but to the puzzle now. So I'm going to move that up and over. Come over here and insert. He's cute. Another sloth down here. And you want to make sure you stay within, within your margins, right? So this is not going to be a bleed coloring book, so I want to make sure I'm over by 0.5, okay? I haven't put in any margins here. I usually do that, but for the sake of time. Okay, and then I want to put one over here as well. So let's add another one. Like this. Whoop. I don't want the JPEG version. I want the PNG version. There we go. So bring that down. There. And it's like it's cute. So you could keep on doing that. So you have that. You could go to insert and insert another blank slide and just add a coloring image to it. Okay. And on like that. If you have other types of puzzles, Sudoku Or if you're using the Christmas puzzles that are included in your bonuses, you could put those puzzles, you know, one after the other kind of thing. Have puzzle number one for your word search, and then puzzle number one of the mazes, say a stocking or a tree or a candy cane next. So do it like that. Let's see, what else can we do here? This might be cute. Here, let me try something. Okay, I'm going to add an image in here. I think I had one image that I really liked with the beach thing. Where is he? Where's my beachy sloth? Here we go. PNG. Okay, so, and this might be actually really cool. Like, I know you have tons of coloring images, right? So you could go with the words on the page. So say you have a dolphin image, coloring image, add dolphins to this page. So for each puzzle, right, there are different words. You have anteaters, badgers, beaver, maybe add an eagle or a shark coloring image to the page, right? So you could do it like that. Now, let's add my beachy guy. And instead of adding another color image here, come on over, insert a shape, and I'm going to insert this, an arrow here. Okay, I'm just going to draw it out so it's pointing at the sloth. Now I want to make the interior white. And I do want to fill, but I want it black. Maybe just a little bit thicker, so I'll come down to weight. Do that, okay? Now I want to insert a text file, so you're going to come over to insert a text box. Sorry. Just insert a text box. And I have a few facts about sloths because my grandson loves them. So do I, though. So, let's see. Did you know that sloths are clumsy on land, but are great swimmers? Okay, which is true. They're very clumsy on land if you've ever seen them, but they swim. They're amazing swimmers. So I'm going to put that there, and I think I'll make it a bit bigger. Could make it 20, 24, whatever you feel. So you could actually do this with different coloring images, which would make a great book. It's kind of educational as well, right? So if you have other facts, say about, like on this page, there are whales. You could have an image of a whale here for them to color, and then a fact about the whale. So there's tons and tons of stuff you can do with these puzzles to make them different from everybody else's and unique to you, right? It's simple. They're really easy to create. Well, you saw. It took, all of 5 minutes to kind of create the puzzle book itself, and then just to come in and play with it, which I love doing anyway. It doesn't feel like work. That'll take a bit longer, but in the end, it gives me something totally different than anybody else would have. Okay? Let me show you one more thing. If you want to add just a background, okay, the same background to each page, let's go back to the puzzle thing. Now I want to edit this because I don't want these on the right anymore. Say I want an adult book, right? An adult word search book. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to leave everything the same, except what I want to do is I want the clues on the bottom in 2 columns. Okay? So just like that. And we already have the solutions. Right? And I'm going to leave everything the way it is. all the solutions in the puzzle. That's fine. So I'm going to download it again. And I want a PowerPoint again, 8.5 by 11, no numbering, and 2 puzzles solutions per page. I'm going to download it. It's a pretty big book. And I'm going to open with PowerPoint instead of saving it right off. Okay. Now, if you want, okay, so here are your puzzles and all your solutions. Now, if you like, and you want just, a border background, it could be a coloring background or a colored background if you're going to be selling this on Etsy, say as an activity book. What you want to do, because the puzzle itself is transparent, right? So if you try to put in a background, okay, especially a colored one, and you don't have a white space there, it's going to be a problem because you won't be able to see the letters. Now, you could come in and just insert a shape, right, behind kind of thing. So you could, do this, put a background behind it, put your puzzle on top of that. We'll bring that forward. So, yeah, if you want, to do it like that, you can if you want different backgrounds, okay, on each page. And I'm going to put no outline for that. Okay, and then you could put a background there and you'll be able to see these letters because you have the actual white square behind it, right? But if you just want, a really cool coloring book and you have a really neat kind of background for it, you could just come over here and go to View. Go to your Slide Master. Okay, I'm just going to insert a picture there. And I have one. I love these Zen drawings from, I think this is from Raven's thing. So you have this. Now, if you put the puzzle on top of that, you wouldn't be able to see the numbers at all. But I really like the outside of this as a border. So what I want to do is come over to here and go on Insert, Shape, and then just draw out the shape to where I want the actual puzzle to go into, right? So I'm going to center it, and that's good. And then I'm going to fill it with white and no outline. All right, so now you have this border. That will go through all your pages. So you come back to View and just go back to Normal, and there you go. You have your border with your puzzle on top of the white. So if what you want is just the same type of border, this is a really easy way to do it, okay? And of course, this would be a bleed book because these go all the way to the outside. So you would have to make sure you upload it with bleed, okay? So that's just a few things you can do with the puzzles and how to make them a little bit more unique to you. And that's it. I hope this helps and gives you a few ideas. And I think what I might do here, maybe I'll save this and upload it for you as a part of the bonus, okay? So let me do that. And if you've already bought this through my link, then you can go back and get this file. I'll zip it up and put it up into the download area where you get your bonus from. All right, so talk soon.